So when I first read the patch notes for the Year 6 Season 3 PTS, I was really excited for these exotic gloves. However, after testing them, I have noticed that they are not that well in PvP, and it's more of just like a PvE gimmick thing. I mean, it's really nothing more than that. Remember that using an exotic, it takes an exotic slot. You are only allowed to use one exotic weapon and one exotic gear item on every build. So if you are to sacrifice that exotic slot for these gloves, then you will be disadvantaged, in certain areas. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So let's go ahead and start our intro and we'll get into my new exotic showcase, shall we? Here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 PTS video. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But we're going to talk about the new exotic gloves coming to the Division 2 in Year 6 Season 3 Burden of Truth. And this is set to go live February 25th. Yeah, in just a couple weeks. It's pretty close. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and I'll show you how they work here in just a second. But here are the gloves. They are called the Exodus gloves. They come with a little blurb there at the top, and it says, "I'd like to make a withdrawal." So, what makes this exotic so special? Well, it comes with an armor core, comes with crit chance, and hazard protection. However, that all fails to compare to this talent. So it's called Smokescreen. This is a little bit different in PvP than PvE, but here's how it sits right here in PvE. So it says Smokescreen on armor break. You will drop a smoke bomb at your feet, concealing you for 3 seconds, and then you have a 40-second cooldown. Big problem here. First up, the smoke bomb is not a status effect. It does not hurt the enemy in any way, shape, or form. It does not confuse the enemy in any way, shape, or form. All that the smoke screen does is conceal you from combat. That's it. Whenever it hits the ground, you will see a radius. If you are within that radius in the smoke, you are considered out of combat in PvE for 3 seconds. It's not a long time. Not only that, but it's a 40-second cooldown. So even if you were to lose your armor, drop a smoke bomb, freak out, pop an armor kit, get your armor back, and then you're off to the races. If you lose your armor again, that's it, you're done. You have to wait for the cooldown. Now, if you were to, say, drop the smoke bomb and then combat roll out of it or run away or get out of the smoke, you are immediately back in combat and they will be shooting you immediately. So that's how it works. It drops a smoke thing on the ground. As long as you're in the smoke thing, you are concealed from combat. 3 seconds. That's it. About enough time to pop an armor kit. Now in PvP, it's a little bit different. So in PvP, this is actually pretty interesting. So, in PvP, on armor break, it drops a smoke pellet on the ground, but then you are 100% pulse resistant and it hides your nameplate for 2 seconds. So here's how it sounds, and then I'll tell you reality, okay? So it sounds like you're PvPing, and then all of a sudden the smoke drops, and then they can't find you, and then your name tag is hidden, and then you're good. You're good, right? You're good. No, you're not good. In PvP, 2 seconds is nothing. 2 seconds is nothing. Not only that, but this does not conceal you. This does not take you out of combat. All it does is it makes you pulse resistant, which, hey, newsflash, even if you're pulse resistant, I can still see you with my eyes because the smoke pellet, the smoke bomb, does not fully hide you. It only conceals you for PvE. For PvP, it does not hide you. It does not conceal you. Therefore, what does it do? It gives you pulse resistance, and it hides your name tag. Okay, but remember, in PvP, even if you drop a decoy, if I can still see you, the decoy doesn't matter, right? I'm wearing a yellow freaking raincoat. If I drop a decoy, do you really think it's going to hide me? If you can't see my name, do you really think that's going to hide me with my yellow coat? No, it's not. It's not a big player in PvP because that's not going to do anything in PvP. Not at all. The pulse resistant for 2 seconds is not long enough. You're not concealed. It doesn't disorient the enemy. It doesn't confuse the enemy. It doesn't do anything. It's just a visual smoke bomb in which we can still see you through. So in PvP, it's not really going to be a big player. And remember, this takes up an exotic slot. So you're giving away the catharsis? Really? You're going to give up the catharsis for this? Are you crazy? You're going to give up the memento for this? You're going to give up the memento for this? Are you nuts? What about the Coyote's mask? You're going to give up the Coyote's mask for this? The Ridgeway's Pride chess piece, you're going to give that up for this? Come on. Come on. Even your teammates. Would you rather your teammates run this or run the tardigrade? Huh? Yeah. You see how this has fallen flat pretty damn quick, right? It's because it's a gimmick. It is really cool in PvE because the ads will just completely just ignore you. But in PvP, it's not going to do anything. If they're not using a pulse build, they're not going to care that you're pulse resistant. And if they have eyes on you, it doesn't matter if you don't have a name tag or not because they can still see you. Just like with a decoy. If you put your decoy on the ground, I can still see you. I just can't see your name because your decoy's over there showing your name. You see what I mean? Okay. So I hope that I talked a few of you guys off of that ledge, you know, trying to say that this is going to be like a new meta or a new like amazing thing in the game, because in reality, it's not that great. Like, yes, in PvE, it could get you out of a sticky situation, but it's not as good as the memento. You would seriously trade the memento for that in PvE? Because in PvE, you would have 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, 3% armor regeneration, and then every time you pick up a trophy, you would get bonus armor, weapon damage, and skill efficiency on top of that. You would trade all of that for a smoke bomb that only lasts 3 seconds? Like, it's not really worth it, right? I mean, maybe 10 seconds, 5 seconds, maybe 7 seconds, but 3? All right, here. Check this out. Here's the smoke bomb. All right, everyone ready? Here we go. There it is. But you can see I can get right out of it. So if I were to, I think I have to wait, what is it, 40 seconds for it to activate again. So let's wait our 40 seconds. Photo. See if I can hot swap it back on. I think it's charging. And then we'll use it. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pop the smoke bomb and then run out of it so you can see what it looks like on the other side. But in PvE, yeah, it's pretty damn epic. But in PvP, it's really not that. It's not that game changing. Like maybe if you had the decoy with the smoke bomb and system corruption, that way you could hide your name tape, drop a decoy, and then hide your nameplate again. I mean, you could. All right, here we go. Check it out. And that's what the smoke bomb looks like right there. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. But again, if you leave your smoke bomb, you're immediately in combat again, so it kind of kills that whole process. But it will take you out of combat for a few seconds in PvE. In PvP, it doesn't seem that useful, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. That is your full showcase on the new exotic gloves, the Exodus gloves, coming to the game February 25th, a part of Year 6 Season 3, Burden of Truth. Nice. But that's it for me. I'm Kamikazevondoom. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.